Hello and welcome to Healthy Snacking Friday. Today I'm going to show you how to spice up your sandwich a little while keeping it healthy and a few tips on how to make your sandwich healthier. So the easiest way actually to make your sandwich even healthier is to choose your bread wisely. So using a multi-grain instead of a white will have less sugar, less calories, less fat. Maybe like a 7-grain bread or something other than a white bread. White bread has a lot of added sugar in it. So that's going to be the easiest way to make your sandwich healthier. What I also like to do is add a lot of veggies. So I'm going to cut up this tomato. I'm going to add some romaine lettuce. I might even add some onion. That's going to give it a lot of flavor without additives, like without extra fat, calories, or sugar. So that's going to make your salad healthier. If you choose a really juicy tomato, you don't even need condiments. You can skip the mustard or the mayo and just get a really juicy tomato, and that's going to juice up your sandwich with a lot of flavor without, again, all of those additives and the added sugar and the added fat and the added calories. So let's go ahead and make a delicious sandwich. So I have 2 pieces of multi-grain sourdough bread, and I'm going to add a little bit of cheese. I use a shredded cheese. Shredded cheese instead of sliced cheese will allow you to use less because we're going to toast it. So you can use less cheese and still get a delicious cheesy sandwich. So I'm just adding my cheese on the bread. If you do prefer sliced cheese, maybe get a thinner sliced cheese. Again, you're going to be cutting out a lot of that fat, calories, and sugar. There's not a lot of sugar in cheese, but a lot of cheese does add things like cornstarch or a preservative so that it stays longer in the store. If you can shred your own cheese, like get a block of cheese and shred it, that's gonna have even less additives. Then I'm going to add some turkey. Boop. So I'm just gonna add 2 slices on each slice of toast. Another tip for keeping your sandwich healthy, if you choose a poultry, like a chicken or a turkey over red meat, like roast beef or bacon, that's gonna keep all of the fat and calories down as well. Now we're going to pop this in our toaster oven. It's going to melt the cheese, get the bread crispy, and I'm just gonna put it in like this. It's not a toaster, so they're not going vertical. I'm just putting it flat, and I'll show you what that looks like. So here's the toaster oven. I just have the bread right flat, and we're gonna cook it. While that's cooking, let's get the tomatoes ready. So I'm gonna wash the tomato. This is a tomato on the vine. A beefsteak tomato would be really good, juicy and thick. So I want a really thick, juicy slice. So I'm just gonna cut off the ends. And then make thick slices. You'll notice that I'm keeping my fingertips tucked under my hand to protect them, and kind of using my knuckles as a guide. If I get to the last slice, this actually is a really thick slice, but I'm okay with that. So I'm gonna keep that. If you wanted to cut this last slice, I would lay it flat and cut it like this. Again, keeping your fingertips tucked under your hand. You want good control on the knife, so you wanna hold it lower down on the handle, and you'll have really good control. I like that size, so I'm gonna keep it thick. Then I also have some romaine lettuce. The leaves are washed individually, which makes it even easier. If you have a head of lettuce, you can just slice off the tip and then put the big leaves on, and I'll show you how I do that. So I'm also going to add some onion. So I'm gonna just cut, I'm not gonna do a thick slice, I'm gonna do a thin slice. And I'm probably not even gonna use all of this, I'll probably just use that. Okay, so our sandwich is done being toasted. I just toasted it on regular, as if it was just regular bread in there, but you see the cheese is melted, the bread is crispy, and now we're going to add our onions and our tomatoes and our lettuce. So lettuce is really low in like fat, sugar, calories, whatever your diet is watching. So, but it has good nutrients. So I'm gonna add a lot of lettuce. This is gonna beef up my sandwich while keeping it healthy. And then I'm just going to put this slice on top of this slice. Look at this massive sandwich. No condiments, I don't need that. I have some melted cheese on each side, so I'm gonna get cheese in every bite. I have lots of veggies on here. This is going to be a whole meal. It's gonna fill me up and keep me going, give me lots of energy, and it's not going to tack on a lot of the things I don't want to be eating. Fresh fruits and veggies are always better than ones that are wrapped in plastic or processed. So this has a lot of fresh veggies. So I'm excited. You can substitute anything. So if you don't like romaine lettuce and you want to use spinach, do that. If you don't like tomatoes, you don't have to add them. If you don't like onions or you want red onions instead, add that as well. Add whatever you like. But this is a delicious, healthy sandwich that's gonna fill you up and keep you going. So thanks for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic weekend.